Okay, fellas, let's have a look at the integers test. An integer is any whole number, positive or negative. So let's start with the multiple choice section. The only integer here is D, right? Then which relationship is correct? The point always points to the lower number, so -6 is less than -2. The answer is A. Which list of numbers is arranged in descending order? That means to start from the highest one. The highest one here is 1. The only one here is 1. So 1, 0, -4, -10. Answer has to be D. Let's go to here. Two numbers have sum of -2, which means when you add them, they add to -2. When you multiply them, they multiply to -8. 2 and -4. That's -2 when added, and 2 times -4 is -8. So the answer is here. We will use BIDMAS. So we're using the brackets first, the internal bracket. Using the internal bracket, -8 plus 2 equals 2. -8 plus 10 equals 2. -8 times 2 equals -16. Divided by 4 equals -4. 12 minus -4, the answer is 8. So correct one response is D. Now 2 something -2, it's 2 times -2. So the answer has to be C. Then we move on to question 7. The integer that can replace x. So this is going to be 4 times 2 equals 8. So to get 2 must be 5 minus 3. So it's 3. Answer is D. Two numbers have a sum of -24 and a product of -180. So -30 plus 6 equals -24. And 6 threes are 18. 6 thirties are 180. And the negative means the answer is B. This number line displays the addition of two integers. So we're going to start here. No, my mistake. We're going to start here at -3. So it has to be one of these two. And we're adding 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's -3 plus 4. The answer is A. This number line displays subtraction of two integers. So we're going to start here. So the answer can only start with -5. And we're going back 1, 2, 3. So it's -5 minus 3. The answer is B. Looking at the short answer section, 5 minus 8 is going to be -3. 10 minus 8 is going to be 2. And -16 plus 22 is 6. -36 minus 20, the answer has to be -56. 49 minus -57, you cannot subtract the negative, you are adding it, so it's 106. -163, it doesn't matter where you start from on the number line, you cannot subtract the negative. So you're adding, starting at 163, adding 89, answer -74. -5 times 17 equals -85. -4, negative times a negative equals a positive, so 4 times 16, 64. And -8 squared, -8 times -8 equals 64. Here we've got 8, and we do the brackets first. Okay, so that becomes plus, and that's 2. And this is -7 plus 3, that's -4. So we do BODMAS, so we do this one first. So 2 times -4 equals 8. 8 minus 8, right, equals 0. Here, we do this one, BIDMAS, division, so division, brackets of division, so 10 divided by -5, so what we've got is -3 times -2 times -9. -6 times -9 equals -54. Okay, let's evaluate these ones. Substitute A equals -8 and B equals -5. So that's -8 plus 3 times -5. -8 plus -15 is -8 minus 15. So that becomes -23. B squared minus 2A plus 5. So -5 squared is a -5 squared is 25. And then 2 times -8 plus 5. 2 times -8 is 16 plus 5. It's -16 plus 5 equals -11. So 25 minus -11 is 25 plus 11? The answer is 36. Lay these out vertically, and you can see that they're laid out vertically. 0 gives you a 0, then 2 8s are 16, and away you go. Your answer is negative 228,560. Here, you've got twice, you lay it out vertically, 2 lots of that, then a negative 2 lots of that, and you end up with 623,568. Now here, if A is a negative number, integer, and B is a positive integer, then which of the following always holds true? D always holds true because a positive times a negative is a negative, so it must always be less than 0. You can also have negative A being less than B. So you can interpret that as being a negative of A. So therefore, negative A minus B, I'd accept either A or D. Moving on to have a look at the analysis section, you have this minimum and maximum temperatures for a period of 7 days at a ski resort. So obviously during the winter and it's going to be cold. The question says which day. It doesn't ask you a number. So Thursday has the lowest minimum temperature, negative 2.5. The highest minimum temperature is Monday, right? 1.2. It's higher than all those. Which day has the lowest maximum temperature? The lowest maximum temperature is Thursday at negative 1.2. Thursday at negative 1.2. And highest maximum temperature is Saturday at 6.2. The temperature outside a mountain hut at 7 a.m. is negative 4. So we start at negative 4. It rises by 2 degrees per hour for 8 hours, right? The temperature then falls by 15 degrees overnight. What is the temperature at midday? So at 7 a.m. to midday, that's 5 hours. So it's going up by 5 lots of 2. 2 degrees per hour for 8 hours, but we're not going the full 8 hours. So it's 5 hours, negative 5, negative 4, plus 2 times 5 as it's going up, 2 lots of 5, and 5 lots of 2, and it's 6 degrees, 5 hours till midday. Then what was the temperature at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning, which is 24 hours later? Overnight means to be the next day at daytime. So what we have is 7 a.m. negative 4 degrees. It rises by 2 degrees for 8 hours plus 2 times 8. And then it falls by 15, so it's minus 15. Negative 4 plus 16 minus 15. Start from right to left. Negative 4 plus 16 equals 12. 12 minus 15 means it is negative 3 degrees at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning.